It may seem to appear as if the speaker, knows something by the differing qualities of mind that may be listening to this. No, meaning knowing something intelligent or egoistic or otherwise what is taking place in the world today, knows something about the other side, knows something about God, knows something about life, knows something about how to behave properly in gender toilets, transgender toilets, this is a very, very meek mind, very naive, very, very vulnerable mind. You see, if there's any knowing, it appears to be a kind of gnawing from some sort of historical fountain that keeps spewing through this body about certain events, time, past, experiences, activities, actions, words, identities. We cleanse the mirror of our heart. Let's call it our soul or core. But we cannot remove, the blemishes. The blemishes are there simply to remind that you have to keep operating in this world. Not in the world is mind, in this planet, in this life, in this existence, as this, whatever relationship it is, a husband, a father, a son, a friend. So I hope it means that if you do face this depression, this anxiety, this need, this desire to overcome something very, very sinister that you have, not out there, you see. There's nothing sinister with the world. Anything that is good about the world or is sinister about the world is derived from whatever I am within. You see, whatever this conspiring mind is within. You see, we say conspiring is evil. Conspiring can be I'm hoping, I'm planning to move into another planet, and we'll get all of our human beings with us. We're conspiring that something that's not going to take place in the here and now. It is a possibility. It is an assumption. It is a improbable theory. You see, I only know about myself. I only know that I'm a mirror of life. The mirror gives life, the mirror takes life away, but the mirror remains constant, present, here and now. Now, the mirror doesn't have the right to say what quality of life is, what inaccuracies about life, the inadequacies of life, the possibilities of life, the tragedies of life, the greatness about life. That's a mind that wants to make something out of life. That can also be taken on board in the mirror. The mirror, imagine a mirror that sees everything. It's only looking at freedom. But through nature, through energies, through sources, through universal movement, things come in front of the mirror. The mirror's no hands and arms to say, move out of the way, I'm in control. It is nature, it is taking place. So we cannot avoid, I cannot avoid what passes in a very natural, procession. God wants to reveal itself. It's going to be a great procession. It's going to reveal itself in any way, you see. To say I know God is nothing to do with to say I'll show you how to find it. I'll tell you where it is. I'll tell you what it looks like. Have you seen the three monkeys? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That's the birth when there's a revelation of this godliness. And now you see me? Now you don't. Now you won't even talk about it. Now you won't even be able to say anything that you can, want to, or share. You crossed the line, you see. You crossed a very, religious line. You went a step too far. But if you accept that telling off and return and don't preach about how to be enlightened, where to go, how to do it, only keep referring to I. That was the source of my freedom. Leaving I, you see. What I know about myself is I know I exist. I exist. I am I that exists. Or am I just a little tiny I that has a name and a story and was born and will die? It matters not to you. If you're looking for something about the universe, go and speak to some philosopher, some scientist. The experiences are here. They're not to be taken serious. They're just words. They are accurate. I am original. I am is original. I am can never not be original. But the natural flow of processing entities of states of mind that flow in front of us and sometimes enter our body and stick like leeches is down to our needs and desires. I want to keep that one. I want to keep that hope of winning the money. I want to keep that hope of seeing God. I want to keep that hope. I want to keep that belief. I want to keep that. I want to keep that. I want to keep that. And you think you're fixed. I have all the good things in me. Yet there's still the procession of the things that you don't want to keep are in front of you. There's nothing you can do to stop the mind, stop thoughts. The whole idea of Nisargadatta Maharaj and Ramana Maharshi and all these great saints, Anandamaya Ma, Neem Karoli Baba, when they say, be the Osho, the observer. And how to attain enlightenment? Remove the thoughts. No. Ramana never said he removed the thoughts. The thoughts didn't stop coming. You just let them pass. You let the procession pass. He didn't jump into the procession. You see? Jumping into the procession for myself is to get interested with an ego mind that is going to give more suffering and reveal more suffering. And of course it's going to reveal more Sat, Chit, Ananda bliss. But that's keeping the good, you see. I want to keep the Sat, Chit, Ananda bliss good, so that I'm good, I'm a saint. I've done greatness. And still the procession of all the things that evaded or veiled this light of pure, original self. So I don't know nothing about the universe. Why would I want to know anything about the universe when I live in this planet, this beautiful, 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 mysterious and magical and mystical planet? Why would I want to put anybody up there and risk their lives just to see something new. The newness is every morning you wake up, you look out the window and you think you see the same thing that you saw yesterday. No, you don't. There's nothing the same. When you take away the names of everything, everything is the same. But the feeling towards that morning dew, that morning rain, that morning sun, that morning grey sky is the same, but unique. It just gives you a little, another new day, another new day. That's what I know. All of these words, they're not talking about what life is, how to go through it. All these well-being, holistic, philosophical, appropriate, disappropriate ways to tell people how to live their life, how to be a good parent, how to be a bad, citizen, how to vote properly, how to tie your shoelaces, how to paint a picture, how to walk, how to rub your nose, how to urinate properly. These are for others, I'm not denying that there's a need for most people to actually gain help and gain, some teaching from another. My lesson is there's nothing I can do. This is a beautiful nothing to change the world, to make the world a better place or a worse place. I have respect for every human being and every comment, be it good or bad, or every view or every moment that you take to enhance my life, But it's not enhanced to the extent that I want you to pay me money or give me rewards or give me praise or give me an accolade. I definitely don't want a name in Wikipedia. I want no name on the tombstone. You see, that's what I found out, that I am born from a mirror reflection of myself. I don't know what myself is, primarily. I can experience every moment in the here-ness of life. In the here-ness of life, there is only the here-ness of life. And that here-ness of life is immaculate. It's pure. And it's not important that you know my here-ness. It's maybe not even important if you don't find anything about yourself in this life. You may want to just hang on to I'm a human, I have a name, I have a job, I have a family, and see it through. Because it matters not if you're a saint, a god, a slug, a human, an ant. Every one of us has to see it through. Yeah. Can we see through it? You see? Can we see through life into the beyond? Past the universe, past the holograms, past the black holes, past the consciousness, past non-duality, past life, past existence. Can you? Are you going to spend your whole life seeking, self-inquiring? I'll tell you something, They say you must have found a way, Mr. Speaker. No. If I had my way, I would have taken myself out of this life. Something says no. Maybe not for the good. No, you're going to be punished. Life is a punishment for you. I don't see it as a punishment, fortunately. But no choices. I've made no choices in life. I've relinquished all choices. Minuscule choices about how to vote because you're forced into a position to say you have to choose one or the other, because that's what we do to each other. Say you have to be good or bad. Choose right now. Teacher said at school, this is the subjects. I want to choose them all. No. I'll tell you which ones to choose. See? So you get no choices. You think you get choices in life? There's no choices. You think you have choices of religion? No. Something is pointing you in that direction. Something other than you is pointing you in that direction. But now I'm looking as though I'm telling you how it is. That's what it was for me. Something is just pointing me every day. You know, we say things in here, say, oh, I knew that was going to happen. No way. No way. I don't know what's going to happen next second, next minute, next hour. I have no idea. And I relinquish these choices. And I'm grateful that that moment of punishment, he said, you can go back. I'm not going to make you anything special. I'm not going to make you anything other than what you are. You can say what you are to anyone. They won't trust you. They won't believe you. Because it's not about you affecting others' lives. It's about the effect that you have on your own life. How effective are you in this world? Not towards any other human being. You know, we always base our judgment based on what your partner says about you. Oh, you're a wonderful person. Oh, that means I'm a wonderful person. You know. So you accept these things. But I'm not a wonderful person. I don't know what I am. You see, I am is the giver of life to life. And life, I am, takes life from I am. You see, I am that I am, God says to Moses. A very, very profound and simple statement. What is God saying? Is God saying, I am that? And then confirming, I am? Or is God saying, I am that I am, that I'm pointing you at? You are I am. I am that, says God. You are I am. You see, I can convey so many quotes and quotations and things and you know, I have done in so many videos about, you know, how life started and the science of enlightenment, and all of this is experiences. Nothing about the mental construct of guessing and assuming and wondering what's going on out there and just taking on some research from there and some research from there and putting together with my assumption. But these quotations and these shared experiences, they change. They pass. Like enlightenment passes. Yeah? Non-duality passes. Yeah? Here-ness passes. Life passes. Existence passes. Mind passes. Thoughts pass. Breath passes. That what is witnessing the passing is myself. Is myself emptiness? Is myself nothingness? Is myself vast? Is myself mystical, magical? Whatever I say, I am. But whatever I am passes. You see? So, excuse me if I've came across as a teacher of some sort, or I'm just pointing to the same thing every day. I am. I. That I am. Is something very secretive to myself. Something very, very secretive. And in 2 days' time, it will be experienced again, the maple and the ribbons. I. Yes. The day of birth. The day of birth for myself. You find your own birth. You see, we know our birthday, but were we really born? Where do we live? Can we be seen? Where am I right now looking from? I have an essence of here-ness, an essence of being here, truly, purely alive. There's no mind circulating saying, say this next, or the phone's going to ring, you've got an appointment, what are you going to say next, what's going on? It's just taking place. That's all I know. Life is taking place, and I witness myself taking place with life, alongside life, through life, as life. Is life infinite? It has to be. For my father, he's no more, but life goes on. For my grandfather, he's no more, but life goes on. When I pass, this body passes, I'll be no more, but life goes on. On and on. Into the beyond, through the universe, through the black holes, through the holograms. What do you see? I'm still there. I'm still there. Whether it's an imagination, whether it's an experience, whether it's a reality, whether it's a dream, whether it's just consciousness playing a game, I am still here. Here-ness. Here I stay as that